Alright, game changers, welcome back to another video here today. Modern Warfare 3, man. Like, what is going on in this new game? Like, I'm not complaining because there are a lot of things that Sledgehammer is doing right on paper as far as everything we have heard so far about it, right? I mean, all of you guys have heard about it. I went over all the things in my last video, and there's more good things that we are hearing about it. But there's a feature that we all hate in Modern Warfare. There's recent Modern Warfare games. I'm talking about Modern Warfare 2019, Modern Warfare 2, 2022. There's one feature that we all hated in this game that made the game a lot more campy and toxic, and that was doors. If you were to ask me, guys, doors really have no place being in Call of Duty unless you want to be Rainbow Six Siege, because I don't think doors really enhance the gameplay or make it better. It makes it more tactical. And we already know that Call of Duty is not supposed to be a tactical shooter. Leave that for Rainbow Six Siege. This is not Rainbow Six Siege. This is an arcade shooter. It's supposed to be fast paced. I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm going to list a few reasons why bringing back doors in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 2023 could be a bad thing. Okay, number one, doors slow down the pace of the game. Now, this is just obvious. I didn't think I'd have to explain it, but I guess I do for the people that don't get it. And believe me, there are people who actually don't think that doors are a problem, like Charlie Intel, okay? And on his Twitter, he tweeted out, rumors claim that Modern Warfare 2 2009 maps were mastered in Modern Warfare 3 may have doors like how we've seen on maps in the recent Modern Warfare games. And this was via the Modern Warfare 2 Ghost. And then he follows it up because a lot of replies that he got were negative regarding the doors, as they should be, because nobody is happy about the doors returning. He put in quotes, this is from everybody else tweeting, doors on the multiplayer maps are bad. And then he responds by saying, just open them. Like it's some sort of smart tweet. It's not. It's not a smart tweet. It's a dumb tweet. To which I responded by saying, absolute L take. You do realize people camp behind them, right? Then I also said, people who think doors aren't a problem on maps are gonna get a shotgun blast to the face. Can't tell you how many people rage when they get killed like that, but if that's what they want. And it's so true, man. I mean, you could troll people behind these doors, camp it out. You could have a claymore, you could have bouncing betties, you can have a trophy system, you can have the sentry turret, all worm style, camping inside of a room behind closed doors, and just be so hard to kill and flush out like a rat. It's almost like impossible to do so once you're set up really, really well. I mean, it's not impossible, but it is very, very difficult to do so. But let me quickly explain to you guys how it used to be without doors in Call of Duty versus now with doors in Call of Duty. In the original games, doors were open by default, we already know this, which allowed players to move quickly and fluidly around the map. And now with doors included in these games, players have to slow down, open and close them, which makes the game feel more sluggish and obviously less exciting. Not to mention that these create camping opportunities, and players who camp indoors can easily, very easily, pick off these people who are not expecting them behind the doors. And not to mention, I place claymores behind them as well if I want to be toxic, and this could make the game less enjoyable for players who prefer a more aggressive playstyle where they want to rush and get around the map in a more fluid fashion. Funny and actually sad thing about the tweet that Charlie Intel tweeted out was that there were people who actually supported the doors in the game and said they weren't much of a problem. They don't understand why people are complaining about them. And luckily for me also, I did see people reply with the same logical sense that I had about people camping with shotguns and claymores behind these doors, and it's slowing down the gameplay, whereas before it didn't used to be that way and we didn't have to worry so much about this level of camping. But again, like I said before, there are COD apologists. There are people who are just fanboys and don't care and defend this game and all the features and anything that Activision does. I'm not surprised there, but it's really sad. And yes, I do realize that the gameplay in the background where you're watching, even though I'm not camping the whole time, I do in periods here and there take advantage of me using a shotgun with close quarters and these doors, and I'm doing exactly what I'm talking about. So that makes a whole lot of sense, and that's as reference for those of the people who are not convinced of it being a problem. You can obviously see in the gameplay that I am taking full advantage, and it does make people mad, and people in this lobby were raging at me that I was camping in these rooms with a shotgun and using claymores. So I mean, as much as people want to say that it's not a problem that I'm seeing in those replies, it is a problem when you play these games, when you get into these lobbies and you actually hear how these people rage. Not only is it funny, but you can really troll people by doing something like this. But again, they say that it's not a problem. Doors are not as big of a deal as people are making it seem. But when they actually get into a game and somebody's doing exactly what I'm doing, and then they like to complain about what I'm doing, then it becomes a different issue. Then they realize that it really is a problem. But you know what? If that's how Activision intends for us to play, if that is exactly the type of strategy that they want to employ for this game, then so be it. We can continue to be toxic. Of course, my take is that doors shouldn't be in any of these games, or any Call of Duty game for that matter, not just the Modern Warfare series, any of the games, because it does impede the flow of these matches. And I am more of a rusher at heart than a camper. But again, like I said before, if this is exactly how they want us to play, they want us to be more toxic, then we can be toxic as much as we want. But anyways, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you guys hit that like button. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell to be notified every single time I upload a video. Now with that being said, this is GCP signing off.